Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm replacing the dash bezel and the auxiliary, the switches that are below the air conditioning. These are the original ones that came with the truck. There's several different iterations of this. There's brake control, trailer brake control. I think there's traction control, obviously, with this one, as you can see, and also has the bed light in it. So what I did was I ordered a switch from the factory because I wanted to add some things to the dash without destroying the dash. And this is actually a factory GM switch, and it comes with 4 different auxiliary tabs in it that you can hook up other auxiliary items to. Sorry, I'll do that again. See, and they actually have lights in them, like the tail lights or the bed light does. So it's pretty nice, and it's factory GM. So I'll upload the part number as well. Along with this comes I ordered a small wiring harness that came with it, and some wires that'll plug into the modules that will allow you to utilize these from the relays. So in order to do that, this is actually a new dash panel, dash bezel that I purchased online as well, that has the heated seats in it, because I'm hooking up heated seats that are in the truck that were not there when I purchased it. I had them installed aftermarket, and they put them in the sides here. I don't like that, so I found a dash bezel that online that's out of a wrecked 2014. Yeah, imagine that, a wrecked 2014 Silverado. So anyway, it pries off pretty simple. The dash bezel does. So you want to use a plastic pry bar, and you want to get where the actual clips are in the bezel. This comes off pretty easy. So then you'll note the clips that are on the dash bezel here. There's one there, there's one there, there's one underneath each one of the switches, there's another one, let me get this right, there's another one here, and in the top there's a few. So when you're prying, try to pry along those so you won't crack the bezel, but it seems fairly rigid. So anyway, what I had to do was I had to loosen the 2 upper screws that hold the 8-inch display, the radio, and the air conditioning, the dual comfort zone air conditioner. I also had to remove 2 screws along the bottom on this piece here, the whole piece here. And this was also clipped in, if you notice right here, with the same style of clips. So this auxiliary piece has 3 screws. It has one here, and one tucked up here, if you can see that, which is right in here somewhere. If I move my fat fingers. And here's the old one that I took out. As you can see, it's located right here, the upper one. So you'll need to remove this one, and then just pop these 2 out. And I actually loosened the top ones, made it easier for the thing to loosen, so you didn't stress out the plastic. So to put it back together, you just put this screw back in it first, then these 2. Obviously, I should probably show you this. I know, sorry about my editing. But the back of it's pretty simple. The back plugs are pretty simple. It's pretty self-explanatory. They're pinch plugs. This one here is a little bit different. It actually has a lever on the back of it. You pull the lever down and it pulls the plug out. So it's pretty. If you look at it, and study it for a second, you'll be able to see it. So I also removed. There's one screw in the panel here. I removed that one screw to drop that down because I thought I could get to the plugs here. There's actually no need to do that, and I wound up having to remove this panel. So that's pretty much it. I'll put it back together. I don't know if I can get the phone to stand while I put it back together without you seeing the floor. No, guess not. I don't have anybody that can hold this, so pretty much I put the screw in the center and I'm tightening it up now. I'm tightening up the center screw now. Done. And I'll push these two in so you can hear it click. I'll tighten up the top two. It's pretty self-explanatory. I made sure that when I plugged the back of the auxiliary switch in, there's only two areas and two plugs that come with it. Everything's actually tied into the switch, tied into both of those plugs. So I'm not really sure yet which one carries all those auxiliary feeds. So putting in this one, I think they were short. And always remember, obviously, when you guys do this, which are the long screws and which are the short screws, because you certainly don't want to screw that up. And pretty fortunate in this case scenario that they're all long screws. So that's not an issue. And that's pretty much it. And you pop everything back in, you put the bezel on, and you just push in where those clips are, and you're pretty much done. I hope it gave us some explanation or some help with this. I know it's trying to speed up the video here. I'm using my iPhone. I don't have those bionic hands. I should probably have been using a drill. But that's okay, because my neighbor came out and she's pretty hot. Sorry. Maybe that's not politically correct, but I'll post this anyway. Alright guys, these get plugged into the back of the seat heater, the heated seat controls. There's probably a relay I'm going to need to add. I may be able to just wire them into the switches that are on the floor. I'm still not there yet, but once I get to that point, I'll repost. Okay, good luck guys. Bye.